All right, so I did tell you that on the program this morning, we're going to be looking at a very, very unique product. It's not a policy that we've talked about on the program before. So we're taking the seal of Takaful Insurance in Nigeria. And my guest, who is well-versed in this area, will be taking us on this excursion. Tajuddin Olushesi is Business Development Executive for Hilal Takaful Nigeria Limited. Tajuddin, it's nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
All right, good morning.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How was your journey here this morning?
Thank God.
Which side of town are you driving in from?
From Yanowuru
Yanowuru.
to Ikeja.
All right. And it was very smooth, right?
Yeah, thank God.
Okay then. So for the benefit of those that are just coming across this kind of product for the very, very first time, what kind of insurance is Takaful Insurance? Talk to me.
All right, thank you very much. And a very good morning to our listeners at home. Takaful Insurance is a contract of mutual cooperation, joint guarantee, indemnity between the participants. Those who are bringing their money to insure their assets, they are the participants. And the operator, in order to have an arrangement where compensation is made. If you have a claim, you'll be compensated adequately.
Right.
And if you don't have any claims, you will pay surplus.
All right. So is this a new insurance product or has it always been in the industry?
Not at all. Takaful has been in existence for so long in Nigeria. Specifically, you can trace the origin of Takaful in Nigeria to 2003, where a former composite Takaful was established.
Okay, so that's like 23 years down the line.
Yes.
All right. Takaful, it doesn't sound like an English name, right?
Yes, Takaful is an Arabic word. It was derived from the word kafala, which means joint guarantee and mutual support.
Right. So is this Sharia compliant?
Yes, of course. The essence of Takaful is to provide an alternative to the conventional insurance. Because you know some people, maybe by the virtue of their faith or some other things that they feel they consider ethical, they don't want to do the conventional insurance. And that is why Takaful becomes an alternative so that they will benefit and they will be financially included in what Takaful also does.
All right, so let's look at Nigeria where we are right now. How popular is Takaful as an insurance product?
Okay, so tracing Takaful products from the time of inception,
yeah.
We've seen that Takaful has been growing from strength to strength. Initially, we have only one Takaful company running a window, and that window is just a life, that is family Takaful operation.
Okay.
Later, we have other companies running a composite window. Then after that, we have a full-fledged Takaful company. As we are talking now, we have about five Takaful companies running a full-fledged composite Takaful operation. In Nigeria.
Wow. Well, this is news because I'm just hearing about this for the very first time. So, Tajuddin Olushesi, how does it work? How does Takaful Insurance work?
Okay, so Takaful Insurance business model is a very simple model because it's like a cooperative model where we have participants, people like you and I, who want to insure our assets. You put your money down, but this time around, not as an insured, but as a participant,
right,
who is contributing to a pool, so that when anything happens, you want to be indemnified, we pay you from the pool, and where you don't have any claims, you get a surplus, your own share from the pool where you have contributed.
So can we liken this to an AJO?
It's a cooperative system.
Okay.
But the basis, if you look at AJO now, AJO is you are contributing, you will get your money. But this time around, you are contributing in case of any loss.
Mishap.
If you witness any mishap, you can be compensated. But if you don't have it, you can get your share from the money.
Wow. And that's the way it works, right?
Yes.
So what kind of risks are typically covered under this Takaful Insurance?
So in Takaful Insurance operation, virtually all risks that conventional insurance cover are covered in Takaful. For instance, Takaful is divided into divided into two according to their coverage. We have the family Takaful insurance, which is regarded as life insurance in the
Okay.
conventional insurance.
All right.
And we have general Takaful insurance, which is also regarded as a non-life Takaful insurance in the conventional insurance.
All right.
Virtually whatever can be covered by the conventional insurance are also covered in Takaful insurance.
So does Takaful also think of things like auto insurance and the likes? Does it cover it?
Sure, that's one of the foremost products of Takaful insurance. We have Takaful auto cover, and that Takaful auto cover operates in the same line with the conventional insurance. But the beauty is that if you don't have any claims, you drive your vehicle for a good year, you don't have any claim, you get money back in forms of surplus sharing.
Wow, that is rewarding.
Yes.
Wow, this is very, very enterprising, really.
Exactly.
All right, so apart from these ones that you've mentioned, are there other types of Takaful products that we have in the insurance market in Nigeria?
Yes, sure. So we're talking on the family line. That is the life Takaful insurance. We have the group family Takaful insurance. Like group life Takaful insurance is also a Takaful product. We also have credit life Takaful insurance is a Takaful product. We also have investment link Takaful insurance. Those are also Takaful products. In investment link, this is another opportunity for people to earn share of profit. Apart from the surplus that you are entitled to from your participant risk fund, you are also entitled to profit. Where the Takaful company use your money in the investment link to partake in in an investment, a Sharia compliant investment, then the profit earned from that fund is shared between you as participant and of course the operator, who is the insurance company.
Right.
And the second leg is the general Takaful leg, where we have motor Takaful insurance. We also have fire and special peril Takaful insurance. We have burglary insurance. We have professional indemnity. We have good in transit Takaful insurance. We also have marine Takaful
You
insurance.
mean it? Yeah, marine too.
Whatever you have in the
I
conventional.
was just about asking that.
available.
Wow, wow, that's very, very interesting. So all of this exists for Takaful. Is this a homegrown product or is it internationally recognized?
Oh, so Takaful is internationally recognized, and one of the bases of recognizing Takaful is that in around the early 90s, when Sharia scholars across the world came together, they saw the beauty in insurance, that when you have insurance is a very good thing. But the challenge is that it has some element that against the practice of their religion. They now say, because it's a very beautiful thing, let us come together and devise a model which is Takaful, that we eliminate those elements that are not acceptable in according to Sharia principles.
Right.
And that's why they came about Takaful. So origin of Takaful is not only Nigeria, it's international. Everywhere, even in the UK, in the US, people patronize Takaful insurance.
But it's majorly within the Muslim countries, right?
Not really, because Takaful is just a product. It's not for Muslim alone.
I was just about asking that. So this type of insurance, is it open to Muslims alone or can non-Muslims also buy Takaful?
So Takaful as an insurance is a product. It's not a religion.
Okay.
It's not a religion, but a product. So it is applicable to anybody. Either you are Muslim or you are non-Muslim, you are idol worshipper, you are welcome to partake in Takaful. The principle is that you are bringing your money as a participant. You are contributing to a pool where you can share surplus if you don't have claims, and where you can be adequately compensated if you have claims.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. We're taking the seal of Takaful Insurance, and I can tell you, Tajudeen Olushesi, who is the business development manager for Hilal Takaful Insurance right here in Nigeria, is taking us to the classroom. Salau, I'm still waiting for that update from the Lekki corridor. You're about supplying that info earlier on. Was the 411. I would love to hear from you. But of course, the major connecting points to the island are still looking relatively good. And the Third Milan Bridge is very accessible. Qatar Bridge also receiving a good vehicular flow, and the Core Bridge too. Let me see if we can take this call right now. Hello there. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, can you hear me?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Salau. Yes, go ahead, Salau. Oof. We seem to have a little challenge with that particular call, but Salau, if you can still get in touch. I would appreciate that. Those coming in from the inner part of Ikorodu still having it good, heading towards mile 12, even though you have it slow and steady around Idera, connecting the mile 12 corridor. Hello there. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, we seem to be having a bad connection with the calls there, but of course, let's keep it coming. Yes, let's look at the major differences now, because you've been talking about, Takaful. You said it's not a Muslim product, right? So what is the difference? But let me see if we can still pick that call once again before we move on right away. Traffic manager, are you there? Okay. Let's see if we can get that call. 08099120777. Hello there. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Go ahead. Okay.
Hello, traffic radio.
All right. I guess we have to do something about the technical side of things. All right, then, so let's get back. 08099120777. So, like you're just, touching base with, I said, what is the difference between Takaful insurance and conventional insurance? What's the major difference?
All right, thank you very much. Looking at the differences between Takaful insurance and conventional insurance, this could be captured under three main headings. One of those things is the business model. In Takaful insurance, the model of the operation is risk sharing, whereby every participant brings in their risk, they bring in their fund, and it is shared between the participant, and of course the operator help to moderate the sharing, and they get adequate compensation.
All right.
But in conventional insurance, it's risk transfer, a situation whereby the insured transfer their risk to the insurer. So if they have any loss, they get compensated as usual. But if you don't have any loss, they don't get anything from conventional insurance. That is one perspective. The other perspective is on the ethical consideration. So in Takaful insurance, it is guided by Sharia principles. And when something is guided by Sharia principle, it means there are about three major things that you do not do. One is that any investment or any business that has to do with riba, that is interest, you don't engage in it.
Okay.
The second one is that any investment that has a very excessive level of uncertainty, that is gharar, you don't engage in it. That means it's Sharia guided. And thirdly is that any businesses that has element of maisir, which is gambling, you don't engage in it. So this is not present in conventional insurance. Conventional insurance, you can trade in riba, you can insure a gambling company, you can insure an alcoholic company. This, in terms of the ethical consideration, this also mark a major difference between Takaful insurance and conventional insurance.
And how cost effective is Takaful? Is it an expensive kind of insurance?
Okay, so in terms of pricing, I think so far so good. Takaful insurance has been competing favorably with the conventional insurance because the fund you place with the Takaful insurance is just not left alone. It's used for ethical investment, interest-free investment, and at the end of the day, you get profit that will be shared with your participant. And of course, at the end of the day, you are able to improve the participant fund so that adequate surplus could be shared. So it has been very effective and cost effective.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. We're taking the seal of Takaful Insurance in Nigeria. And I can tell you, Tajuddin Olushesi, who's Business Development Executive for Hilal Takaful Nigeria Limited, is taking us on this excursion. We're going to take a short break right now. When we return, can this kind of insurance policy be surrendered? My guest will respond. And how is premium determined under Takaful Insurance? We can also hear from you. We will also hear from you. And that will be on 080-99-120777 and 091-5387-7127. A brief break. We will be back.
Mr. Man! Oh, see what you have done now! You have damaged my car!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I hope you have a good motor insurance.
Yes, I have a third-party motor insurance that will take care of all the repairs.
In fact, the benefits of third-party motor insurance have increased. First, the limit to claims for damages to third-party vehicles has been increased. Secondly, when you get your third-party motor insurance, you automatically get an ECOWAS Brown card, which means your vehicle now has insurance cover across all West African countries. And if ever it is liable on Nigerian roads for damages to a vehicle from any West African country, the premium to be paid for third-party motor insurance for private car owners, it increased from 5,000 naira to 15,000 naira to enable insurers adequately bear the cost of repairs whenever the need arises. Buy your motor insurance. Please log on to www.niip.ng or visit any licensed insurance company today. This is a public enlightenment message from the Nigeria Insurers Association, NIA.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Insurance Digest is the program. Tajuddin Olushesi is our guy this morning, and we're talking Takaful Insurance, which is a very, very unique product. But of course, it's a product that is gathering momentum right here in Nigeria. And I would also say it's catching waves more in the north, right? Northern part of Nigeria. Is that correct, Tajuddin?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really.
Okay. So it has a kind of spread.
Yes.
That goes
most especially Lagos, and you see a whole lot of people patronizing Takaful Insurance in Lagos.
Wow, that's interesting. All right, getting back to the roads. Salau, you can send me that message since connecting to you is a bit challenging. Let us know what the report is within the Lekki corridor. Lagos Abeokuta Expressway is still looking pretty good for now. If you're coming in from the Dokpemo end, connecting Cement, Ilezik a little bit slow due to the point, the fact that it's a merging point. And of course, from there, connecting Ikeja along down to National, slow and steady. Beyond that point, inwards, Bolade, heading towards Brown Junction and Oshodi. Things get better. Return journey also looking very good. Well, you can join the conversation. We will allow you to do so very, very shortly. But on this program, we've been encouraging people to come and share their insurance stories. If you've benefited from insurance, or perhaps you had an inkling or something happened to you and you've been able to benefit from it, you tapped into insurance and you saw how rewarding it is, you can share that experience. And this morning, we have a testimony from Ibrahim. Ibrahim has a story to share with us. By the way, if you have any story you want to share with us, you can always send that story to us on 08099120777, or you can also do that on 08021358288. Let's hear Ibrahim's story, and then we'll continue this conversation.
My name is Ibrahim. In 2022, I had an incident, a fire incident at my shop. So, and me, I'm someone that I've always known about insurance because I was lucky enough. I had an elder brother that was in the insurance business. So I got fire insurance, burglary insurance too for my shop. And will I say unfortunately? Well, unfortunately, the shop got burnt. But fortunately for me, I have that fire insurance. It was an electrical fault at the shop. So the fire insurance was able to cover the electrical shop fault for me. And because, if not because of the insurance, I don't even know, maybe I would have gone back to the village or something. I'm just grateful that I took that decision to get an insurance. And I'm just advising Nigerians, if you have any spare cash, please get insurance because of rainy days.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You heard Ibrahim's story, and it's encouraging that we all need to take insurance because you never know the time when it will be very, very useful. We have a call from our traffic manager. Oh, okay, it's a public call. Let's see if we can take that call right away. Hello there, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. I also have an insurance story.
Oh, this is Adenusi Patrick.
My name is Adenusi Patrick.
All right, it's nice to hear from you. Thank you so much for connecting with us. What's your insurance story?
Okay, my vehicle has comprehensive. I have comprehensive insurance, and I also have one that has third-party insurance.
Right.
So the one that had comprehensive insurance, a vehicle ran into it and was badly damaged. The insurance took it up and they restored the car back to its original state.
Wow.
They bore the overall expense of the repair. And I also had a friend, Emmanuel, who had a comprehensive insurance, and somebody actually dashed across the road unexpectedly, and in trying to avoid the person,
right,
he hit another leg.
Wow.
So it hit the same person.
Wow.
The insurance company, because they had comprehensive insurance, the insurance took care of the repair of, they took the entire cost.
Wow.
The cost of the treatment of that guy was borne by the insurance company, and also the damages to the vehicles. So I actually will recommend that we should endeavor to have insurance for our lives and anything that can be insured.
Great. Thank you so much, Adenisi Patrick, for sharing that testimony with us. We do appreciate you.
Good morning.
Okay, then. So, you heard two testimonies there. One from Ibrahim, and of course, Adenisi Patrick, who is a prominent voice. You know him so well when we talk about road safety in Nigeria. He's also adding his voice to that conversation to say, look, insurance works. Okay, so why are you not picking insurance? All right, 08099120777. If you have any question to ask my guest that relates to Takaful, you can feel free to connect with us on the program right now. 08099120777. Hello there, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Victor.
Good morning. This sounds like a familiar
How
voice.
are you today?
Very good.
This is Mr. Folabi from Ikorodu.
Oh, Afolabi, how are you doing?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Well done, my brother, for the good job. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Mr. Ibrahim, well done for the job. And I think you have spoken very well. We heard you clearly. I think this morning is the morning of testimony. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
And at the same time, just a kind of small admonition.
Okay.
I also have, don't let me just narrate my own story, you know.
Right.
You call it have fleet of vehicles like that which we have claimed over the years. But nonetheless, there is still more to it. They need to be more proactive.
Okay.
Especially when you have issue across the state. It's taking them forever at times for them.
Okay.
You understand? I had an experience, and I don't want to mention name. So we have told them, and they say they are working towards that. They should have their representative all around the state, if possible,
Okay.
so that we soon into action as soon as one records such, incident. That is on one hand.
All right.
Then for number two, Takaful,
Yes.
we are not new. It's not new in the business. We are very close to that. At least for some of us that we are Sharia compliant. And it's just a way of life. Let me just put it that way. When somebody is trying to ameliorate suffering on somebody, it's just a way of life to make things easier for people. So I'm advocating for that.
So you have been embarking on Takaful for a long time. Is that what it means?
We know I'm a Muslim. I know all of that. As a matter of fact, we don't deal with anything interest. I don't give and I don't collect. So why would I look for something that will play in that regard?
Oh.
So we've been doing. I'm aware of that. As a matter of fact, I will still come and advertise my bank here now. It's called my Full Microfinance Bank, non-interest. You will do it for me, Mr. We just floated the bank.
Okay.
So we're working on the same rail.
All
So
right.
that is for that. Then for the conventional, I would like to shift in this. we are not gaining anything prior before the introduction of Takaful.
Okay.
How do I mean?
Why?
Nothing in terms of returns, profit sharing, surplus, nothing of such. Even when you don't have claim over the year, for them to reduce for you for the next year premium, for another session of premium, they won't. Now that the premium or comprehensive for we that we have fleet of your vehicle and all that, so then 5% is fixed and it's huge.
Okay.
So they should do something. You are not giving anything in return. And you are still very adamant on the 5% fee. I think the NIA should do something in that regard to encourage more people.
Okay, then.
Thank you, Mr. Victor.
All right, thank you so much. Afolabi from Ikorodu also adding his voice to the conversation. Tajuddin, what do you make of the respondents so far? It appears they are so very much familiar with this kind of policy too.
So that's also a testimony to the fact that Takaful is not new. So people have been benefiting from payment of surplus and of course the share of profit, which is
and how is premium determined under Takaful?
Yeah, so in Takaful, virtually we use the same actuarial basis.
Let's take this call first of all before we can continue that conversation. 08099120777. Hello there. Hello.
Good morning once again.
Yeah, good morning, Salau. Yes, go ahead.
Updating from the earlier reported
right.
At Jakonde Washington.
Okay.
Transloading of the speech content in progress to the granite. One high capacity to vehicle on grant with the rescue team to perform the magic as soon as possible.
All right.
With this, you have a little delay towards the scene by Igala.
Okay.
Beyond the location towards Cisco, Amarua is good to do. That's why the return journey.
All right.
As soon as this
it's completed.
I'll never push from the rules. I will call you back.
All right, I will appreciate that. Thank you so much, Salau. That's talking about the incident of a lone accident involving a Mark tipper truck which fell on its side, spilling granite on the ground. 08099120777 and 09153877127. Hello there.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Shola, and I'd like to ask a question.
All right, Shola, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ikeja. I'm
All right.
actually en route.
Okay, go ahead then, Shola.
So my question is, first and foremost, I'm a Christian, so is the plan open to Christians?
Okay.
Secondly, does it cover all manner of insurance, theft, that's burglary, fire, household insurance, different kinds of insurance, or is it tailored to a particular type of insurance?
All right, Shola, thank you so much.
And how can one enroll?
Good. All right, thank you. Just listen on your radio. My guest will shed light on that. Mr. Tajuddin, quickly, is it open to Christians?
Okay.
Non-Muslims?
Yeah, just like we have said earlier, that Takaful insurance is open to everyone, both Christians and Muslims, and even non-Christian, non-Muslim, Abalis. You're welcome, provided you can key into the models of the operation, which is mutual guarantee and mutual cooperation.
All right. So meaning that there's no interest. The insurance company doesn't collect interest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then she also talked about, do you guys insure all others? But let me see if we can take this call. Lots of calls coming in, by the way. Hello there. Good morning.
Good morning, Otumba Victor.
My
name is Ainde. I'm up.
Great. Ainde, how are you doing?
Very well and okay.
Okay, go ahead.
From
Yes, go ahead.
I wanted to support Mr. Falabi for what he said regarding the insurance. This is what we've been talking about. If you can have an insurance that it doesn't have any issue for the whole year, the insurance needs to give percentage when you are renewing your insurance, not just for them to, at the end of the year, nothing. You just have to start back from the beginning. It's more like you're giving the money without any issue. Unlike this Takaful now,
right?
Definitely, this is what we'll be talking about. You need to have a return. After 1 year, you don't have a claim, at least 5%, 2%, 7% from your insurance. When you are renewing, you need to be put into place.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you so much. And there's also adding his voice. And lots of people too sending messages. This one says, what happens if nobody makes a claim? Who keeps the money? Sheyi from Akoka. I need to respond to that right away. Tajuddin?
Yes, if nobody has a claim within the period of cover, the money will be shared among the participants. And of course, the operator who is managing the fund too will also get a share, a very considerable share from the surplus. So the money will be shared.
So how do you guys make your money as insurance companies?
Okay, so the way we make our money depends on the model we run. So if you are running a Wakala model, you are an agent to the participants. So initially, when the fund comes in, you take your agency fee. And of course, you improve on the fee by making some investment. Those are the ways by which you make your money. And of course, when surplus is shared too, you also get part of the surplus.
All right. This one says, good morning, Mr. Victor. Please, how affordable is Takaful compared to regular insurance? Thank you. Mr. Sunday is sending that one in.
Okay, so Takaful is very, very affordable. With we talk about the third party, 15,000 naira is the same amount because it's a regulated amount. And of course, if you are doing your fire and special peril insurance, we consider the number of people that are coming in for the same policies, and the charges you will be given is always very, very affordable.
This one says, please, are there different types of Takaful products like healthcare and life insurance? Aduni from Oyingbo is sending that one in. I think you responded to that before, right?
Yes.
Okay. Another one here says, good morning, sir. Please, sir, I have two questions. Does Takaful cover major risks like accidents, fire, or business losses? And can students also subscribe to Takaful plans?
Sure. Takaful
Toby from Lasso is sending that one. Toby, thank you. Yes.
Sure. Takaful covers virtually major risks, and of course, all the risks that you can get from conventional insurance, you also get it covered from Takaful insurance.
All right. When we talk insurance, a lot of times we talk about exclusions, talk about extensions. Do you also have that under Takaful?
Yeah, sure. In Takaful insurance, there will be extension and exclusion. Just like I mentioned earlier, the model of Takaful operation was also an improvement on the conventional insurance. The people find out that the conventional insurance is actually beneficial. So let us now look for a model that will enable those who are financially excluded because of their faith or some other things. Let's build a Takaful model. So many of those things that we see at the background of the conventional insurance also happen at the background of Takaful insurance.
So for those listening to us, the likes of Shola, who says they would like to plug into this, how many Takaful insurance companies do you have in Lagos?
So in Lagos, currently, I think virtually all the conventional Takaful insurance have their offices in Lagos. We can talk about like 5 Takaful insurance in Lagos.
So yours is Hilal, right?
So yeah, my own Takaful insurance is Hilal Takaful insurance, and we have our office at Ikeja.
Okay, just a stone throw away from you. Where in Ikeja?
Yes, at Neka House. If you get to Neka House, just ask for Takaful insurance.
All right.
You get
so which other Takaful insurance companies do we have in Lagos?
Okay, so in Lagos currently we have the like of Nur Takaful, we have Jais Takaful, we have Salam Takaful, and we also have Crown Takaful.
Okay, then. Let's take this home this morning because of time constraints. So what's your advice to the listening public as we round off the program?
Okay, so to the listening public, I want to advise everyone to key into Takaful, most especially those of us that we feel, because we see the principle of the Takaful insurance, the conventional insurance, we feel we need to get something back if you don't have loss. Takaful has come for you to share surplus with you and share profit with you if you don't have claims. And looking at what the NICOM has just done, the NIRA Act, Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Act 2025, Section 200 to be precise, has approved Takaful as a model for financial inclusion. So if you are feeling that you can't go for the conventional insurance due to one reason or the other, Takaful is an opportunity for you to get yourself insured, get adequate compensation, and of course get share of surplus when you don't have claims.
We'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you in the building. Tajuddin, Oluchesi, we'll look for another time where we can expand this discourse so that more people can take advantage of it. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. I'm very
then.
grateful.
All right, then. So we've been able to take the seal of Takaful Insurance in Nigeria. And I can tell you, Tajuddin Olushesi, who is a business development executive for Hilal Takaful Nigeria Limited, has taken us on that excursion. We have to go. The program has been produced by Dayo Anthony. I say big thank you going out to Joke Adeyemi, who's head corporate affairs for the Nigerian Insurers Association. Sojioni is controller technical for NIA. Maximum shout out going out to you. Remy Aluko heads our social media unit, and of course our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. You can connect with the NIA on 081 7078 4444. That's 081 7078 4444. Till next week, when the program makes a return, my name is Victor Terry. Have a great day. Bye.